Hi everyone, this is Eugene Licio, and today I'd like to show you a little bit more about Microsoft's Photosynth and how it can be used as a forensic tool to get accurate 3D measurements from photographs. Now in a previous video I showed a little bit about how to get some 3D point cloud data measurement information from some photographs of a footprint and also of a shoe. And I think here this is kind of important because I'm going to a little bit larger scale, and it's a very common, or it could be a very typical type of scenario where you have a body on the ground, there could be a weapon, there could be blood stains, there could be a number of different pieces of evidence that you want to be able to tie in together. So a slightly larger scene, and I'll just start getting in here. You can see that I can focus in on different photographs that I've taken, and the technique here with Photosynth is that you really need to take decent photographs close and far, but the key is to have them overlapping, and also that the area that you're photographing should have some good random texture information. By that I mean that if you're taking a picture of a white wall where it just doesn't have much color or differences in depth, you're really not going to get a lot of good 3D point data. So looking at this point cloud, what you'll notice is that there's a very definite outline here of where I've put the chalk outline. And part of the reason for that is that it really stands out in the photos. If I just bring the photos up, you can see there's a nice bright white line that's on the concrete floor here. And as a result, points are able to be matched with all the respective photos. So anyway, you can see that I have a decent point cloud here. And what I'm going to do next is switch to another application, Alice Lab Studio Clouds, where I can get the point clouds visible and I can do some different things with them. So I'll show you that in just a second. Okay, so we're back and we're now in Studio Clouds. And here what I'm showing is the point cloud that's been exported and imported. And unfortunately, there's no really automated process to do this. It's rather cumbersome, but nonetheless, it is possible to extract a point cloud out of Photosynth. And you can see that over here I've got the outline of the body, I've got part of the weapon, and all the resulting points for the ground and for the wall. Now I want to point out a couple of things about Photosynth. If you look here, we know that this is the ground plane, sort of in this area here where my mouse is circling. Now if you look at it as if you're eye level with the ground, you'll notice that there's some points that are underneath the ground, and obviously those were not cracks in the ground that were underneath or anything like that. This is just what some people refer to as noise, and really all it is just a miscalculated point. And usually it's a result of a point that is poorly matched or poorly textured in a couple of different photos. So if that happens, it's possible that you can get some erroneous points, and really you need to be careful about this. So the point cloud does need some cleaning, but nonetheless you can see that there are some good points that really lie on a flat surface here where the chalk was outlining the body. And that's really because it was easier to pick out the white on the concrete ground, and it was easily identified in all the different photographs. So a good texture and well referenced in a bunch of different photos. So that's what we have here, and you can take this and then export it and do different things with measurements and bring it into a CAD package if you like. One really important point about Photosynth and this whole procedure is that if you're a smaller police force that can't afford a $150,000 laser scanner, well, you can still get decent measurements out of taking photographs at the scene. You just need to be able to take enough photographs and take the right photographs, and if you're able to export the point cloud, which you should be able to do because there is a method to do it, then you're able to take some really good measurements. So with that, I'll leave you looking at my little crime scene here, and I want to thank everybody for listening. Bye-bye.